Welcome to day 11 of my December daily. So day 11, I have this photo of our skates, and then I just took a photo of our ice surface. We have a rink in our backyard. It's about 20 feet by 38 feet, so it's pretty large, twice as large as we did last year. And then I have a little bit of journaling here about the rink and Max's skating that I printed in Photoshop. I just typed it up in Photoshop using Courier New and then put it onto the photo I took of the ice surface after the kids had been skating around for quite a bit, so you could get a little bit of detail in there. And my plan is I'm going to fold this here right along the line and end up with kind of a smaller insert for day 11. And I'm going to put this 11 right on onto the skates there. So now comes the moment of truth, is can you fold in a straight line? And I probably should have scored this before I attempted to fold it so that I would get the perfect line without guessing. And then all I'm going to do here is trim. Well, first I'm going to adhere it. So I'm just going to use my tape runner along the edges. And adhere that down. And then I'm going to just trim along the edge. I had originally planned to cut along the skates and kind of make it a little bit of a shaped insert, but I think that instead I'm just going to adhere my number 11 right in the center here, and when I do that I prefer to have it in that kind of centered look. And I'm going to put on the back here. I really loved, I don't know if you watched it, I can't remember what day it is. Allie did a page about puzzles, I think, and she cut it out in the shape of the circles that she'd had before. And so that was my original idea here. But this ended up being so nice, nicely centered, and that's totally a fluke, by the way, and such a kind of a neat size that I think I'm just going to keep it like this for number 11. And I have a whole bunch of other photos of our skating rink that I think I'm going to bank and just use for other days as we go through. Because I was like, how do I add 9 photos of the skating rink for one day? But I think I can tell the story of skating and what the backyard looks like a little bit separately. I don't have to do that all on the same day. There's nothing saying that I have to do that. So I'm just going to add in at the top here. I'm going to pencil it first. And so there it is, ready to slip into the rings. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm also going to add on my number 11. And then as I look ahead here, these 4x6 pockets are going to have to come out, and I'm probably not going to need that photo of my latte. And I've got number 12 on the back here, so I think what I'm going to do is I am going to still add a couple of photos here because I have so many photos of our backyard and our skating rink. So I'm just going to grab a couple here, and I am going to try and add some photos of the rink and enjoying the backyard. So I have a little bit of a story here about Max's skating lesson as well. So I think I'll include, I've got another angle on Max's new skates. A little shot of the hole. Oh, that's a little too big. Oh, didn't take off enough. Almost always when I make a mistake and cut something like totally on an angle, that doesn't work at all. And then I think I might this was Max's celebratory A&W after his skating lesson. So that's kind of cute. I'll put the red side up. Now I am gonna grab back, I had this 3x8, I had this tag in here, and I'm gonna remove that because I have Max's ribbon, and I find that I often just don't do much with these ribbons. They kind of just like hang around the house for forever. So I'm gonna just toss that in there, and then it's a good home for it. It doesn't have to stick out and be around and kind of get in the way of the rest of our life, and it can be in there. And I'll just add a little bit of journaling here, and then we'll call this good. Get this all out of the way. Or do I still like the black and white? No, I like the red. And what have I done with my pen? Oh, this is real life scrapbooking, everybody. Just as it comes and as you kind of get through it. Wish list. So this is just more of not a thing wish list, but kind of more of like a lifestyle wish list. We had a really nice weekend, and so including that there. And then I do think I want a little bit of red to come over to the other side. And there's a couple of ways I could do that, but I'm thinking that a little heart for Max with his A&W root beer might be the best way. And then just a little phrase sticker of all I want. And then I'm going to put another little one up here all together. So day 11 then starts here. And I'm going to actually add a little bit more here as well and kind of try to carry that theme of the red heart and the phrase sticker across these couple of pages, because now it ended up being a little bit more than I intended. You noticed how I started with a small idea and then it ended up being kind of a bigger idea. Now I am never that great with thinking, how do I put a whole bunch of stuff together? So I'm just actually going to line these up. Oh, that's good. Kind of mirror my idea from back from day 9, where I had the little phrase word on top of the red number, and now I've got the little phrase on top of the red heart. And then his little ribbon. I think I didn't have any out this year, but I am gonna search for like a little tabby that I can pull that across with and see if I can add something like that. But you might only get a chance to see that in my photos of the spread when I upload those photos to the blog as well. Because I think for now I'm going to call this good. So thanks so much for joining me today. Oh, you know what? I had an idea. Of course, as soon as I say it's good, I have a little idea. This phrase was just kind of feeling a little bit lonely and like it really wanted that tiny little pop of red. So I'll add a little star there. So there we go. That's a look at my day 11. Thanks so much for joining me. We'll see you later this week.